So, before we start any morning prayers in Judaism, it is customary for men and in some communities, some women to wrap tefillin. The first step to the morning prayer is to wrap tefillin. There are two tefillins. It's a set of two. Here we have here we have what's called here we have what's called the the shell roche. Um, we know it's the shell roche because shell is shell is of, roche is head, Hebrew is read from right to left. So it's of head. For the head one, it has generally the tefillin, both of these have the Shema uh, piece of the Torah inside, prayer the Shema inside the actual box. And this one also has the Hebrew letter Shin on it. This one goes on the head because, as we said, it's shell roche, so of head, shell meaning of, roche meaning head. This one is called a shell yad. This one goes on this tefillin, which is blank, as you can see. It's also has a piece of the Torah in it, the Shema. It's blank, unlike the the shell roche. So these are the two. Two of them. These are the two parts of the tefillin. The shell roche and the shell yad. This one goes on the head. This one goes on the less dominant arm. So the next step, now that we acquainted ourselves with the tefillin, the different parts of the tefillin, is exactly how do we wrap tefillin? Well, there in Judaism there is an order to everything. From a Passover Seder, which Seder meaning order, a fruit Seder on Tu B'Shvat, New Year for the trees, And so there's also an order to the way we wrap tefillin. So the first one, this can be a little tricky if you haven't done it before, is the shell yod is placed as far as you can go up your arm, and then the first strap is tightened. This one is not so much counted as part of the ritual, just like a practical insurance policy. So it would be, and the goal is to get up to get 7. Okay, 1. I sometimes like to count in Hebrew. 1 or Ahad, Stayim, 2, Shalosh, 4, Hamesh, 5, bear with me for a second, I'm just calculating. Shay, 6, and then 7. Now, because as I said, there is an order to tefillin. Um, we now take a break from working with the shell yod of the hand. Yod meaning hand, shell meaning of. And we work with it is practically helpful, even though you don't have to, wrap the surrounding straps of the tefillin that you're not working with at the moment on your hand, just to get it out of the way. And then we now work with the shell roche of the head, roche meaning head. So, depending on the size of the yarmulke that you're wearing, you may want to take the yarmulke off just for a second. I usually do when I wrap the phone, just so I could get the shell roche on. So it's supposed to go between your eyes. That, and then the straps are supposed to go between around your neck in front of you, as if you have braids. It's supposed to go in between your eyes. Okay. Now we wrap the wrist. The wrist is interesting. You may not get it the first time, but the wrist is kind of complicated. I know as a dyslexic person, it took me a fair bit to get the hang of this practice, but okay, so it goes you're trying to make the Hebrew letter chin. So it goes something like this. One, two, and then I'm a guitar player, so we call it the second finger. Um, you go up twice, and then from there, because you're trying to make a shin, you go like that. There are different traditions as to how this is done, but basically, you wrap it like that, and then you push the remaining straps. And then you make the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu mitzvotav, v'tivanu, l'hianiach tefillin. And then the way you would take it off is the order you put it on. So it would be wrist, head, arm. That's wrist, head, arm. And you want to have your shell yad as close as you can to your heart.